And we're back. Can you transfer your world platform to platform? Yes and no. Converting from like a Bedrock save to Java is technically possible, but I haven't got it to work properly. There is an app that claims to do it, but I've never successfully made it. You can go the other way. You can convert Java worlds to Bedrock with moderate success. Some stuff may break, especially around redstone. But most of it will transfer across okay. Although one world I did that in, it would crash anytime I came near my piston doors, so... But you can transfer Bedrock saves around platform to platform. You can bounce it through a realm and go from Windows 10 to Switch to Xbox to iPhone to Android, back forth, because they're all on the same code base, so they all share the same basic code. So you can bounce a save file through a realm and do it that way. That's how I got this world from my Nintendo Switch onto my Windows machine. Uploaded it to a realm on the Switch, and then downloaded it from a realm on the Windows machine. Hey Nerdy, how you doing? Jeff is good, thank you for the follow. Alright, let's go degub, and then we're going to go to the Skilly Spider Farm, bring back a bunch of string, because now that we've got you've got that villager trade, we might as well bring that back, while I think about what I want to do next. Have a stretch, go for a snack, and me getting screamed at for having my brother's O-rings on the floor. That sounds like a personal problem. I'm gonna snatch up a shulker box or two just in case we have a whole bunch to bring back. The Scotty Farmer's done. Yeah, it's done. Let's go see it. I think that was the last time you hung around for very long, wasn't it, when we were doing that? You popped in since then, but only popped in here and there. Leading your busy life. Too busy to come say hi to old Blunty. Don't get me wrong, live updates more than anything, but Mojang made as soon as combat update happened, couldn't take it. Yeah, combat update I didn't like. I mean, I liked the stuff they added around the combat update. I didn't like the combat itself. I hated that crap. Thankfully, it doesn't exist in Bedrock. Spam click! Whee! Although they are working on a new combat update. Taking what they learned from the first one and doing it a different way, apparently. See what happens with that. Right, where are we going? We're going to the Spidey Skelly Farm. Stop it, I'll cry. You have been missed, Izzy. You've been missed. There we go. So, as you can see, same basic layout as we had when we discovered the place and started building out the little outcroppy things. So, I built the water streams so we could push all the critters to that little channel that we carved last time you were here, Izzy. And they just land on some magma cubes that burn to death. Underneath that, of course, we have the hoppers to collect the stuff, and then we use a little dropper system to pump that gub into a water stream, which then bubbles up through here because we've got soul sand at the bottom. Collected in that hopper back there and ejected into our things here. And I don't have nearly as much string here as I thought I did. I must have got it all last time. That bums me out. Suppose I get those spiders back there. Does the whole room spawn both? Yeah, pretty sure it does. I mean, I seem to have skellies spawning when I was over here doing this stuff, so yeah, I can stand anywhere I like. I did flirt with the idea of like putting redstone torches in the rooms so I could turn one off if I needed to, but there's no real point to doing that. It doesn't really affect spawn rates one way or the other. Old Ducks is fun. They've got the stream. Lucky. I was debating on whether or not to do this next batch of time. I nearly stopped the stream. Inside members of your schoolwork have another time jump in. How's it all going? Nah. We're not making as much progress as I would have liked because Bedrock's just being bedrocky. And villagers are driving me insane. Overlay much cleaner. Yeah. The super simple minimalistic overlays seem to be the new trend amongst a lot of streamers, and my stream started to look a bit old-fashioned by comparison. I mean, I like my overlay and everything. I like the design of it. I liked how it gave me room to put some other stuff, but simplify, simplify, simplify. Also updated my alerts so they match my overlay as well. They've got the same drop shadow green border kind of thingy going on. So it's all nice and unified now. I kind of miss the dancing Rick GIF and things like that, but still got these sounds. This one detail texture which one are you using? This is Pure BD Crafts. It is the highest resolution texture pack on the standard market in Bedrock. 256 by 256 as opposed to the 8x8 of standard Minecraft and the 32 by 32 that I was using for my faithful pack. You know what I might do? Let's just dig down a few more layers of the, what hopefully is going to be the slime farm. Yeah, let's go get some ladders to make sure we get up and down this thing, but actually, you know what? No ladders. I might do a water stream. Yeah, a water stream for up and downs. Let's do that. Do one sort of somewhere in the center. Or should we do it in the exact center? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thought so. So let's do. We'll pop out there. We'll pop a water stream here for in and out. Digging straight down. Taking a brave pill. Watch me go. Is that a monster block? That is a monster block. No, it's just gravel. That's what I was taking longer to do. Weird. This texture pack's still getting used to it. Where are we? Level 40? Okay, that's about as low as we need to go for a slime farm, isn't it? They don't spawn below level 40? Go down to 38, give some room. Can we have a moment of silence for Blunty being dumb? How am I going to get out? Hoi. Also, come to think of it, if we're going to use this as an elevator, we might want to put it at the edge of where we're digging. That way, no matter what level we're at, we can just walk into it and go straight up. Yeah, that'd be a smarter idea. There we go. Easy peasy. Let's go dig up, take a nap, and get ready to dig. These remotes still work, not sub to this place can still use her remotes. How long since you've been sub to her? I'm not sure what the lag is there. It's a pretty cute emote though. Gotta give it that. Nope. Yep. It's almost a full box of bones. That's what she said. Oh. Okay, I'm inspired now. Sleeker stream overlay is this new trend. Hope to be trendy. It's not really about being trendy, it's just like it made some amount of sense. It's less about being trendy and more about sort of falling in line with what the general viewership has come to sort of expect from a stream. Like, you know, a few years back, streams were fairly notorious for having sort of all kinds of stuff all over the screen. A lot of streamers had permanent, you know, flickering, dancing GIFs at the corner of their screens and all kinds of different parts of the overlay, just trying to look flashy and interesting and all that kind of stuff. And over the last year or so, I've noticed that more and more streamers, especially a lot of the big ones, have pared it right back down to the pure basics. Some of them, like, don't even have, like, the stuff I've got above and below my camera there, the, you know, latest subscriber, the latest tipper, the latest cheerer. A lot of them don't even have that. Just the web camera. Maybe not even a web camera frame, maybe they just have them green screened. And I do green screen myself sometimes, if you're new around this space. The reason I don't normally is because green screen requires, to do it properly, do it well, reasonably bright light. And I don't want to spend a lot of my streams with great big studio lights in my face. I find it a bit annoying. So I use a, you know, I use my camera with a bright lens and high sensitivity, and well, relative high sensitivity, but just so I can keep my lights reasonably low. What's your favourite contraption in Minecraft overall? I don't know whether I have a favourite contraption. I don't do that many contraptions. Don't do a lot of redstone. I think the cow cooker is my favourite. Relatively simple and easy to build, and just so nice to have ticking over. Because it means you never have to worry about food ever again. Steak is one of the best foods in the game. It's all but automatic, apart from having to breed up every now and again when you harvest. Chicken cooker is pretty good for that. Pretty much complete automation for with the chicken cooker. But chicken is not quite as good as food as steak is, so I tend to go for the steak. So yeah, as far as gizmos and gadgets and contraptions go in Minecraft, there'd be the auto or semi-auto meat producers. Hey Hados, how you doing? It's been a few weeks since I'm not able to use this mode on PC, only here on mobile. Huh, interesting. Yeah, thought I might do that. That bums me out. The water got an update now, it flows. How do I want to handle this? I guess just that for the time being. We'll always dig out when we need to get up on it. Hey, I'm new to streaming. Have you got any tits? Excuse me? Well, they're smaller now than what they were a few months back. I've been dieting recently. I've lost a bit of weight. But I've still got some tits left. Careful about tits on Twitch streams, by the way. You'll get banned. Not supposed to show your tits on stream. Well, you're not supposed to show your nipples on stream. A lot of streamers still show their tits. With their high cameras and their low-cut tops. Blunted. Yeah, first tip is no tits. I mean, if you're really into tits, some streamers have a not safe for work section on their Discords. Not me. Some streamers do. Really looking for a quick death, aren't you, sheep? That was a nod. That was absolutely a nod. But to answer the question seriously, tips for streaming. Number one, sort out your setup so you don't have to fiddle with it in the middle of a stream. Can be tough at first. Took me a while to get to grips with things, but the more time you spend getting to know your streaming software, the faster you can fix problems as they come up. For the actual stream itself, I don't know, just be a decent person. Say hello to people. Try and keep the conversation rolling. Don't be afraid to ask chat for help. You don't have to come across as a know-it-all. You guys come across any streamers like that? I've come across a few. They refuse just to admit they're doing a dumb thing. The chat's trying to help them out. The chat's screaming at them, no, do it like this, do it like this, do it like this. And I get it, you know. Backseat gamers can be a pain in the ass sometimes, but I mean, they're trying to teach you something, man. The least you can do is listen. Second tip, no fiddling during stream. Unless your stream is about fiddling. I like a bit of violin. Are there any fiddlers who stream? There's a few musicians. I don't know whether I've ever come across a fiddler, though. Jubilation, thank you for the follow. Oh, and also God Sniper. Did I thank you? I don't think I thanked you when you followed 10 minutes ago. I might have missed that one. Three big tips would be not suffer however they get used to talking to people who may not be there. Yeah. Stay hydrated. And make sure you're rested. Yeah. Thanks, man. I followed good content, but it's Jubilant Lion. Oh, I see. Yeah, Jubilant Lion. Okay. My next tip is if you want your username set a certain way, put a fucking hyphen in it or something. Otherwise, people get baffled easily. Or at least do what I've done, and who else is the biggest grots and Solar Rune. Put a capital at the second L for Lion. You know, to help separate it out from the rest of it. Well, there's my tip for you. Memorable username is a tip. A Jubilance clan. Okay. In what game? Whenever I see any word even remotely close to Jubilant or anything like that, all I can think about is Jubilee from the X-Men. Because she's awesome. Not so much in the movies, where she's a bit of a wet sock, but in the comics, she's a fucking badass. May I post the link plenty? No links in chat. Blanket rule saves me answering that question over and over again. But you let so-and-so post a link, why can't I post a link? Yeah. However, we do have a Discord now, and in the Discord we do have a special place for sharing clips. So you can post it there if you so feel. And yeah, it'll show up in my clips as well. I usually check those. Alright, we should probably go sleep. Ow. Yeah, you can change your Twitch name, in case you didn't know, so you can edit the capitalization, things like that. Put a hyphen in. Never watched X-Men, to be honest. More of a Madagascar movie guy. Those Madagascar movies were pretty decent. The X-Men films are certainly worth watching. Most of them are, anyway. A lot of good moments, and they're still better than the DC films. Then again, I've tripped over stuff on the street better than most of the DC films. Breaks my heart too, because I was a DC boy. All the comics I read on a regular basis were DC. Well, except for a few outliers, like Quantum and Woody. Who was that? That was that Valiant or Dark Horse? I forget. Man, that was a good comic. They recently relaunched it, actually. About a year ago or so. Quantum and Woody. So funny. Fantastic art, too. Oh, I guess I had a few comics from Oni Press as well. They did some good stuff. But yeah, almost nothing from Marvel as I was growing up. But I did have a friend who read the Marvel stuff, so we would trade sometimes when there was a particularly good Captain America story or something he wanted me to read. He would lend me his that arc. Rewatched Avengers Infinity War a couple of nights ago. Some of the magic really disappears from that movie when you know where it's headed. Some movies get better and better the more you watch them. Some just don't. Infinity War is one of them. Rewatching that is far less interesting. Do slime farms need to be in the open air? Don't think so. This one's gonna be, though. In fact, no, they certainly don't. I don't think any of my other slime farms have been open air, actually, now that I think about it. Oops. One of my favourite movies to watch over and over is Dark Crystal. Yeah. Princess Bride also just never gets worse. We're talking about that sort of era of movies. They really don't make a lot of movies like that stuff anymore, do they? I mean, we're starting to see some of it come back with, you know, Netflix and Amazon and, you know, all that kind of stuff, looking for their own original content. But as far as Hollywood movies go, the stuff you see in the big cinemas, it's all just quote-unquote blockbuster crap these days. You just don't get movies like Dark Crystal or Princess Bride or do we still have bacon pancakes? We do, yeah. Like I don't think I've got the Dancing Jake gif anymore, but the music still plays. We should watch the durability of this pickaxe as well. Watch Korean Indian movies for that style now. Also, the old teen rom-com summer movie style thing we don't get much of anymore, do we? I think the American Pie series kind of killed that. After they were done, no one else bothered. But you just don't get like Revenge of the Nerds. You don't get movie series. I mean, what Hollywood studio would make you know, another 7 Revenge of the Nerds movies or Police Academy or you only get the big fluffy rom-com movies or massive action movies. That's about all you get in cinemas these days. Movies for dates and movies for blokes. Or Goonies, yeah. Fucking, when's the last time you saw a movie that was anything even close to what Goonies did? It's our time. It's our time down here. Do the truffle shuffle. Haha, childhood obesity. As much as I don't like the movie, there hasn't been another movie since Christmas Story. I don't think I've ever seen Christmas Story. Or Miracle on 34th Street. I've never actually seen that either. That's one of those big movies that I've never actually seen. When it comes to Christmas movies, there's only one movie I'll watch every year. And it's Scrooged. Bill Murray. Might be my favourite Christmas movie ever. Bill Murray's a fucking genius. Every time you hear me say, are you him, are you he, by the way, it's a Scrooged reference. For those who haven't seen the movie. Are you him, are you he? Not the most obvious reference, but just so you know. Watched Goonies before, never understood what was so great about it. I guess you had to be there. The movie had a time and place. And maybe if you never got to see it in its time and place, you don't appreciate it as much. Thank you for the follow there, Leonidas. Wait, no, don't throw the sand away, you idiot. You need the sand. Where am I putting the wool? I forgot where my wool box is. Are you wool? You're wool. Hard to tell with this new texture pack. I'm still learning it. Alright. Let's head back to the nether and get some experience put back on this axe to heal it up. Deadpool 2 out digitally yet? Yeah. As of like a week, maybe a week and a half ago. I watched it myself a couple of nights ago. It's weird some of the jokes they took out and replaced. We were talking about this on stream the other day, actually. They took out one of my favourite running gags, and I don't know why. Still a super good movie, though. Caddyshack. There's another movie you just wouldn't get made these days, I don't think. And Caddyshack is just one of the all-time classics, but if you actually watch the movie, pretty much nothing happens. It's an entire movie full of little jokes that happen in and around a golf tournament that some rich jackass is just trolling another guy with. And a caddy trying to get laid. That's about it. But it's such a good movie. Alright, let's move this over here so I can flick to it quickly. The reason they don't make those style movies is the style is better now on TV series as well. Yeah, I guess a lot of that stuff winds up being like a Netflix series or something. Let's see if we can pump up the amount of experience it gets. There we go, that's better. Someone remind me to put my armor back on. I always forget, and always gets me into trouble. Excuse me? Where's my experience hold, please? Didn't drop one. Weird. Why is this thing gone so slow? There we go. What are the classic movies? Well, when do we get our next Star Wars movie? Can we get one this year? It's Christmas, I mean. What is next, anyway? Who saw the trailer for the new animated series? Rebellion, or whatever they're calling it. Looked a bit kiddie to me. Which is fine, because Clone Wars is a little bit more mature, so... Oh, December 20th, is it? Okay, cool. Solo flop. Yeah, Solo did flop. It wasn't a very good Star Wars movie. It was a barely passable heist movie. But it just didn't sing Star Wars, did it? Is that out digitally yet? Or streaming or something? I wouldn't mind seeing it again. See if Solo is better when I know where to set my expectations. Smokey and the Bandit. Yeah. I haven't seen that since I was a kid. I remember almost nothing about it. I think I know more about Smokey and the Bandit from the references made in Archer than I do the actual movie itself. So I thought because Disney to pump the brakes on Star Wars movie. Yeah. It's a good thing too. Trying to force them out at a regular pace is good in theory if you're an executive, but not good if you're the movie going public because, well, we all know the production issues. We all heard about those as it was going along. How many different directors did it pass through? 3, 4? Just try and make a good movie. That's your one goal. Don't ruin the franchise. Three and a writer. Right, yeah. That sounds about right. If it gets premiering... Is that Rebels cartoon series premiering at 10 PM? Huh. Maybe I got the wrong impression from the trailer. It seemed a little, like, deliberately kiddie in its style and its approach. I thought it was deliberately so to try and snatch that young audience back into the franchise. I'm not complaining about that. No, I think it's a good idea. But that's the impression I got from it anyway. Also, I don't think Dave Filoni's very heavily involved in the Rebellion one, is he? And he's kind of the heart and soul of Star Wars animated stuff, as far as I'm concerned. He's been responsible for all the greatest stuff that's happened in and around that. Disney streaming service will have no Star Wars movies on the platform that were filmed before 2019. They sold the rest of AT&T to fund Solo. Really? Is that a fact? Dear, dear, dear. Womp womp. Why wouldn't they just let Netflix have them, keep them, if they were going to do that anyway? And what the fuck do AT&T want with those rights? Do they run a streaming service of their own? No idea. AT&T really aren't an entity in Australia. Now Tony's kicking something fierce. Yeah, I remember you saying that about 4 hours ago, Solaroon. Good luck with that. Prescription. I did have the option to go for the blue filtering on these, but because I work with video and photo editing, I didn't think it was a good idea to alter my color perception when I'm trying to do that sort of stuff. My white balance might not be properly white if I mess with that. I understand why the blue filter is a good thing for a lot of people who work on computers all day, every day. But I don't know whether it'd be a good idea for me as a video editor to alter how colours look and block out the blue. Now these are prescription. You're relatively new to my streams and stuff, but I have needed glasses for 15, 16, maybe well, 60, about 16 years ago, I guess I was first prescribed glasses for a very slight astigmatism. But then about 600-ish days ago, I broke my glasses. And there they are there. Taped together for emergency use. And I never bothered to get them replaced, because my prescription is fairly light and I could survive without it. Things are a little bit fuzzy. Some small text is hard to read, that's about it. But I finally got around to getting my glasses replaced, which is why you're seeing me wear them now. And it's a huge improvement. I can see much sharper again. It's nice. I wish I hadn't put it off for so long, really, if I'm honest with you. Shouldn't have. The tape would be green. It was like, I've got two kinds of gaffer tape. The big black kind, which is just far too wide for glasses repair, and the green stuff, which is also too wide, but at least it was smaller. But yes, of course I've got some green gaff tape. Had a bunch of different colours actually, but the green's the only one I've got left. I really do need to replace that stuff. I'm nearly out of all my tape actually. Packing tape, gaffer tape, big and small. I really do need to resupply. Can't be without it. So handy. Go sub to Star on YouTube. Make him start to 3. What? Tiki Plays, are you just coming into my chat to try and promote someone else? If so, fuck off. Such a douchebag thing to do. And also, haha, it got censored anyway, so nobody knows who the fuck you're talking about. Dumbass. Alright, I'm just gonna jump up real quick. I've got to do a thing off screen. Give me a sec. I'm back. Oh boy. Glad I didn't get blown up while I was away. Ow. 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 Gotta watch that. I'm not wearing any armor, remember? It's alright. The thing's nearly repaired anyway. That's close enough. Armor goes back on. Run away! Oh fuck. Fell down the hole. Alright, I think it might be time to give in the stream. I'm starting to feel quite unwell. We went for an extra hour. That's not so bad. So let's get back to base and we'll close off. Oop, scared me there, Pigman. Wasn't used to your skin. Alrighty. So, thank you very much for hanging out with me today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I've tried to enjoy myself. Bit of a failure of a day. The villagers give me a hard time. Nanofarm doesn't work. But at least we got a couple of levels dug out of the slime farm. That's about all we can say for today. Thank you very much for the bits, Jamscon. Thank you very much for the follow. Honestly, too petty. Right then. The stream is over. Thanks ever so much again. Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week's stream should go ahead. Midweek streams are a maybe at this point. We'll find out. I would like to do some midweek streams for the Pokemon stuff to try and fill up that Pokedex. Maybe, if we can. Keep an eye on the Discord. In the chat. Keep an eye on the Twitter. Keep an eye on your Twitch alerts. Whatever you need to do to find out when stream's happening. But for today, peace out.